Group for Specialized Tactics is a special mission unit that is tapped for some of the most dangerous missions surrounding counter-terrorism and hostage rescue situations. All operatives having extensive experience in covert operations, executive protection, foreign internal defense, guerrilla warfare, and personnel recovery operations. They operate in the shadows, far from public view. Their missions are rarely acknowledged, their identities often protected, and their work almost never discussed openly with the press. Access to this world is limited, by design. These units are not meant to be seen, let alone understood. Yet, on rare occasions, some operators choose to speak. Not to reveal tactics or compromise missions, but to share fragments of their experiences, the human side of a profession defined by secrecy. What follows is an exclusive look into that world. These stories do not claim to represent every mission or every unit, but they offer a glimpse into lives shaped by extraordinary demands and unseen conflicts.
I didn't come here chasing medals or recognition. I came because I wanted to be where the margin for error is zero, where preparation matters more than luck, and where the consequences are real. Serving at the tip of the spear isn't about being elite for the sake of it. It's about responsibility. When things go wrong, we're the ones sent in to fix them, quietly and without excuses. Selection was the first reality check. It wasn't designed to find the strongest or the fastest. It was meant to expose who you really are when you're exhausted, isolated, and stripped of every comfort. Days blurred together. Sleep was rare. Instructions were minimal. You were expected to think, adapt, and keep moving no matter how bad it got. Most people didn't fail because they couldn't perform. They failed because they quit. Selection didn't care who you were before. It only cared whether you could endure and still make sound decisions under pressure. Passing selection wasn't the finish line. It was permission to start over. Training didn't slow down. It intensified. Every weakness was identified and targeted. You trained until the basics were automatic, and then trained some more so you could perform them under stress, in chaos, and when everything was going wrong. Even now, the learning never stops. If you're not improving, you're falling behind. In this line of work, complacency isn't just dangerous, it's unforgivable. This job demands everything. But for those who stay, it's because we believe the mission and the people beside us are worth it.
The Group for Specialized Tactics first gained attention during operations in Bolivia. A detachment was on standby during the attack on the embassy in La Paz, where operatives were observed on rooftops providing security while Marines and Bolivian police secured and investigated the scene. Reports also indicate that the unit conducted snatch and grab operations against high-value targets, as well as rescue missions involving civilians and leaders of rebel organizations fighting cartel and militant factions.
People like to ask whether what we do actually ends anything, whether capturing one person or rescuing a handful of hostages really changes the world. The honest answer is, it doesn't end terror. Not completely. Groups adapt. Ideologies survive. Another name always fills the space. But that's never been the point. Special missions units exist because there are moments when time runs out for someone. A diplomat taken in the night. A family held for leverage. A leader whose removal can prevent an attack that hasn't happened yet. In those moments, there's no room for debate or delay. Someone has to act, precisely, deliberately, and with accountability. We train for years for operations most people will never know about. Not because we believe we can erase the problem, but because for the people on the other side of that door, this moment is everything. For them, it's not about global strategy or long wars. It's about survival. Every hostage rescue we rehearse, every high-value target mission we prepare for, is built around the same idea, that someone, somewhere, deserves a chance to see tomorrow. Even if the world doesn't change, their world might. Hope isn't a grand thing in this line of work. It's small, it's quiet. Sometimes it's just getting one person home. But that's enough. That's why we exist.
When your body is done and your mind is looking for a way out, it's staying present when everything in you wants relief. No drama, no audience. Once you allow that thought in, it's hard to shut it out. Never quit doesn't mean you don't feel doubt or fear. It means you acknowledge it and keep moving anyway. Because the mission doesn't care how tired you are, and the person depending on you doesn't get a second chance.